if you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes.
To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I want to buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will fee give you 500.
Sure, this one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it. He has a lot of plans. We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The majority of the law they pass belong to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let's change half. Let's change generally. The people giving voice to the voiceless. Another episode of your darling program, The People. I'm your host, Emmanuel Ajayi. Well, on the street, feeling the pulse of Nigerians on topical matters. This time around, we'll be talking concerning the role of Inec in elections in Nigeria. And funny enough, asking people on the streets the full meaning of Inec, surprisingly, some Nigerians don't know. Well, let's go more on the streets to feel the pulse of Nigerians on this matter. See more on the street.
On the electoral process, it's their duty, it's their right to coordinate the election properly and give us what we want in the country. The reason why I'm not going to say much about it is the public thing. You understand? Any information given out has been documented, but the part of it I'm trying to bring out is let them do the best for us. What we need is the best. Do it normal, the way it should be. Conduct the election the normal way. That's the only thing I can say for now.
Can you tell us the full meaning of Inec?
Inec, I'm not in position to say that.
Why?
I just want to give a brief talk just to let you people feel that I'm part of Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian. You understand? So
You're a bit stylish about it. You don't want to tell us the full meaning of Inec?
It's not per se, I must say the full meaning of INEC, but I just have to say one or two things, you know. Because why? I know my reason.
What's the duty of INEC?
Is to supervise the election that is coming forth.
What else?
And to make sure the election is free and fair.
Can you tell us the full meaning of INEC?
Independent Electoral Commission. Independent.
What's your name?
Mercy Ann.
Okay, well, I'll call you Mercy Ann Gold.
Okay.
Now, how prepared is INEC for this election?
I think they are very prepared.
Are you sure they are prepared?
Yeah, they are prepared.
Are you convinced?
The ongoing PVC in all posts, I think they are prepared.
Do you have your PVC now?
Of course I do.
Really? Do you have it in your bag now?
Of course.
You want to show us?
Yeah.
Let's see. We have this lady here. She got her PVC. Let's see whether she can bring that out on the streets. Well, this is our PVC. Do you have your own? Now, tell me the full meaning of INEC.
International Electoral Commission.
Really? International Electoral Commission?
Yeah.
But you didn't get it?
Okay.
Try. Give it a try.
That's what I know.
That's what you know?
Yes.
Take it again, please.
International Electoral Commission.
For election. I don't know the meaning, but I know it's for election. It conducts election in Nigeria.
Okay, can you just tell us the full meaning?
I don't know the full meaning.
Their role is to, organize timetables, screen candidates, provide electoral items, and make sure there's free and fair election.
What's the full meaning of INEC?
Independent National Electoral Commission.
Again?
Independent National Electoral Commission.
They are the electoral body in Nigeria that conducts and regulates elections in Nigeria.
Can you tell us the full meaning of INEC?
INEC, that is independent. I can't remember, sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't remember?
I know it's Electoral Commission, that is what ended. I'm so sorry.
I don't think INEC is prepared. Because given the level of awareness, which is part of their constitutional responsibility, I don't think they are prepared. Ordinarily, the jingle is supposed to be rolling out by now against next year.
So, what's the full meaning of INEC?
Independent National Electoral Commission.
Can you tell us the role of INEC in election?
Okay, the role of INEC is to register political parties, to register electorates, and to conduct election.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you tell us the full meaning of INEC?
Independent National Electoral Commission.
Really? Are you sure?
1000%.
1000%. Thank you very much.
I think the role of INEC in any election is to make sure they keep a clean and clear election, and also endeavor that there should be no election malpractice, and make sure the election goes well in each of the states.
Can you tell us the full meaning of INEC?
The full meaning of INEC is a National Electoral Commission, right?
INEC's role is to see to the election process and ensure that it's free and fair.
Are you convinced that INEC can give us that free, fair, credible elections in the country?
I'm not certain, because we can see our society, within the society there are a lot of influences, and it takes just the grace of God for us to have that right person who will not be induced, who will not be changed. Because most often, even the INEC officials, they actually don't even deserve such offices, because they don't actually merit. Most people in this country end up lobbying to get positions, and they find it very difficult to take decisions on their own, because they are either planted there by one person or the other, or they themselves continue walk around the corridors to ensure that they get into that office, and they have nothing actually to say except that they are just being controlled.
What's the full meaning of INEC?
Independent National Electoral Commission, right? They're supposed to be independent, but I'm not too certain that they can never be independent in this country.
They are to maintain peace and to control the election votes, counting of the votes.
Can you tell us the full meaning of INEC?
I think Nigeria, INEC, and independent Nigeria Commission.
Really?
Independent Nigeria Commission, I think, INEC.
As the name dictates, Independent National Electoral Commission. The umpire, the people that oversees the election, ensure that the election is not only conducted, it is done free, fair, and credible. That's their primary role.
Is INEC prepared for this 2019 elections?
They said they are prepared, because I do not have the capacity to assess their preparation, whether or not they are ready. But from what they have told us, they said they are ready. And we do not, like I said, do not have the capacity to assess their preparation, excepting if the election comes and they carry it out as expected.
Are you convinced that this INEC will deliver free, fair, credible elections in Nigeria?
Well. Being convinced is relative. Excepting one is comparing notes. If I have to compare notes, I will have my reservations to say whether or not I am convinced. But if I'm not comparing notes, that is, if I'm not comparing this present INEC and the one that handled the elections of 2015, if I'm not comparing notes, I would rather say I'm hopeful that they will conduct a free and fair election.
They're the one that take care of the election to make sure there is no corruption during the election, or there be no cheating or something like that.
Okay. Now, tell us the full meaning of INEC.
INEC, National Election Commission or something like that.
You don't know it?
I know it's National Election Commission or something like that, INEC.
It's just to coordinate and to see to the affair of a successful election. It's just independent body that conducts election. as far as Nigerian election is concerned, be it at the gubernatorial level, presidential level, or even at the local government level too. So the role of Inec, summarily, is just to coordinate and to ensure there is a fairness in the conduction of an election in Nigeria.
Can you tell us the full meaning of Inec?
Independent National Electoral Commission.
Thank you. Come for yourself.
INEC, just like the acronym says, Independent National Electoral Commission. So I think they are the ones to coordinate an election. They give out the results and they run the whole course of the election.
Okay, are you convinced that INEC can give free, fair, credible elections?
Yeah, to some extent, I think they can. At least the other election we had in 2015, to some extent, I think it was free because I conducted.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me your experience.
Well, then my experience was during my National Youth Service, so I was the presiding officer. So we were the ones that were in charge of the polling units and everything. So we actually registered the electorate in the morning. So as time goes on, they cast their votes. So we organized everything and the results were out. We counted the ballot paper. We gave all the records.
Are you sure you didn't do any form of rigging?
No, there was nothing like
really?
that. Yeah, nothing like
Sincere.
that.
Just raise your hand that so.
There was nothing like that, honestly. Then, yeah, there was nothing like that. They were even telling us then not to collect anything from anyone. Because I think there was an election like that maybe some core members lost their lives. So they were even telling us not to collect anything from them. That they could try to sedate our drinks, that we should just be neutral and the likes. And we wanted growth of the country too, so we just put in our best. There was nothing like that. But I don't just nothing like that from our own end.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
The role of INEC is just to coordinate the voting processes of the election and in terms of trying to get people to get their voters card and trying to conduct the election. So I think that's their role, their major role.
Can you tell me the full meaning of INEC?
I don't really know. No, it has to do with National Electoral Committee or Commission or so. I'm not that sure.
Try again.
I'm not sure.
Let's give it a try.
Okay, the I, I've forgotten what the I is, but I know the N is for national, while the E is for electoral, and why the C is for maybe commission or committee or so. I'm not sure.
Lovely twins we have here on the streets. Now, can you tell us the role of INEC in elections?
INEC. Those guys, I feel they are the ones that actually the coordination of their elections. In charge. Coordination of the electoral roles for the when they are doing the votings. So the people that arrange the bags, outsource the people, the NYSC that would collect the vote and the rest. I believe that's what they do.
What about you?
Well, let's just in a simple term, they are the one in charge of all elections in Nigeria. They are the one in control of every election, and they don't okay at the top. You want to put it that way.
So what's the full meaning of INEC?
I might want to miss it a little bit because I'm not really conversant with it. I'm not good at acronyms. Can I cheat?
You want to cheat?
What to cheat?
Okay, try.
I don't know because
I don't just say anything.
Then the problem of the country doesn't allow me to even reason the problem. That's the issue.
Yes, that you have. You don't know the full meaning of INEC.
I don't want to just know it. That's me. I don't know it.
Okay, try. Give it a try. Give it a try.
National electronic something.
Can I phone
I don't know.
Live here on the street, you want to phone a friend to get the full meaning of INEC? Give it a try. Give it a try.
Allow me to actually put this in my head.
The people, giving voice to the voiceless.
Welcome back. Well, quite interesting there, getting the pulse of Nigerians on topical matters. Well, Nigerians talking about the role of INEC in elections. Well, quite surprising that some don't even know the full meaning of INEC. Let me also try. Independent National Electoral Commission. That's the full meaning of INEC. Till I come your way again with another bumper package of your darling program, The People. I remain your indefatigable advocate for the people, Emmanuel Ajayi. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.
If you are not idle, nobody will probably come and encourage you to join their gang or the group.
Yes. To keep Nigeria one is a must that must be done. Nigeria is not going to break.
So if I want to buy this one now, how much you go sell this one?
I will free give you 500.
Sure, this one?
Yes.
This small banana?
Yes.
I know that Buhari can do it.
He has a lot of plans. We should be praying for him. He's a human being. Anything can happen to anybody.
The majority of the law they pass belong to them, to favor them, not the masses in Nigeria.
If we want to change, let's change generally. Don't let's change half. Let's change generally.
The people giving voice to the voiceless.